Chosen one, listen intently now. The sacred truth God reserved precisely for your destined moment surges forth at this very instant. Heaven safeguarded a profound revelation just for you, patiently awaiting the precise hour when your heart stood firm enough to bear its immense weight. That pivotal hour has dawned. A celestial power advances toward you with undeniable momentum. It's as though the invisible spiritual domain itself rebels against your prolonged stay in shadows. Divine guidance drew you here because you're complete. Truth, the core of your existence, demands revelation no longer able to remain veiled. The very air around you warps and yields, creating space for the message poised to unfold. Chosen one, draw in a deep breath. Allow your heart to anchor itself under the gravity of this sacred instant. The Lord beholds the doubts you concealed. Behind your resilience, the sleepless evenings that weighed upon your chest, the subtle longing that pondered whether your holy calling had faded from memory. Absorb this truth into your soul's core. No element of your path proved haphazard. Each postponement you dreaded, each hush you read as divine withdrawal, crafted the structure for a season of triumphant breakthrough commencing immediately. Isaiah 55:11 proclaims, "My word will not return to me empty," and the promise uttered over your life ascends with unstoppable might. You receive this guidance not merely for solace. It arrives because the revelation destined to encounter you insists on visibility. Heaven witnessed the inner conflict between your former self and the destiny-bound person emerging. You trudged forward burdened by loads not yours to shoulder, a strain that compelled doubts about your value, your season, your vocation. Yet, God announces the harmony you struggled to express now unfurls. This marks no mere chance. It signifies destined realignment. The transformation you intuitively perceive stems not from fancy, but from heaven's resonance reshaping your trajectory ahead. Beloved soul, halt once more. Sense the gentle surge of power stirring beneath your ribs. This surge is not a fleeting rush. It heralds spiritual rebirth. The ethereal domain already realigns portals, relocates supporters, and melts barriers once deemed impenetrable. Perceived stasis served as groundwork. Apparent defeats equaled adjustment. Seeming collapses formed the earth where your impending personal metamorphosis silently germinated. Heaven now commands, cease contracting yourself. End all skepticism. Refuse to view yourself as expendable in God's narrative etched in flame. A truth approaches bearing restoration's heft and fresh insights radiance. You depart this unchanged. An eternal, sanctified force stirs within, summoning your essence to ascend with renewed command, assurance, foresight. Jeremiah 29:11 murmurs, "Amid this juncture, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Such hope draws not remote. It manifests presently in the ether encircling your identity." Chosen one, prior to delving further, embrace this summons reverently. Should this stir authentic resonance within, pause to subscribe, like, share. Not chasing metrics, but ensuring each dissemination rescues another spirit teetering on enlightenment's brink, drawing them into radiance. Make this your sowing of seeds for another's rebirth. Precisely as heaven revives you presently, your existence transforms, your essence elevates. Heaven stands poised to unveil what silence forbade until now. Chosen one, heaven noted every load nestled in your life's secluded recesses. Nights arrived when thoughts raced wordlessly, when rib-caged throbs mimicked queries seeking liberation. Those instants signified no frailty. They signaled your essence grazing an immense, unnamed yet palpable transition. Exhaustion's guise masked initial quakes of sacred reconfiguration, inaugurating a breakthrough era etched across unseen planes for you. You misconstrued this strain as individual shortcoming. God perceived it as forging, expansion for prosperity inscribed in your tale. Beloved soul, Your discord with surrounding rhythms stemmed from heaven elongating your chronology into fresh synchrony. Once intimate bonds loosened. Self-forged schemes crumbled unstable. Prospects deemed ideal evaporated like grains fleeing grasp. Though your core queried punishment, reality proves holier. Redirection occurred. Your strides diverted from mimicked boons. False securities into destiny's constricted sacred corridor. Tightness defined holiness. Heaviness marked purposeful sculpting unfit for haste. Days dawned heavy mismatch to environs, spinal whispers tense, chest deep quiet defiance. Intuition of subsurface flux amid routines. No mere worry this equaled essence perceiving what intellect lagged to grasp. Spiritual spheres, reworked. Pacts shattered unseen bonds, eradicated hurdles rooted not in decisions, but prior era remnants. You navigated amid barred entries and yours, ties unable to bear your evolution's mass. Settings oxygen starved for ascent. Chosen one, halt self-reproach for surpassing what trailed. Expansion betrays not. Light selection abandons none. Spirit dimming release fails not. This awakens. It blueprints heaven's envisioned existence. Named lost clear drain. Dubbed isolation birthed divine linkage space. Termed inertia settled bedrock sturdy for name-bound boons. Psalm 32-8 whispers herein. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. Heaven instructed amid quietude. Now beloved, address elongation journey facets querying all. Forgotten feeling nights. Bone-clinging fatigue afternoons. Unbidden emotion swells. No randomness these heralded heaven unbinding ancient emotional ties. Priming profound healing altering breath itself. Healing disrupts, not whispers. It cracks internally not destructively, but liberatingly. Secret tears gathered. Voiceless moments logged, heaven repaying vigor surprisingly. You sense this, yes? Holy enigma tension, inexplicable inners urge. Essence leans amid mental weariness. Rival looms. Rise beckons. Trust faltered, hope costly past. Yet chosen one, ascent imagines not, it confirms. It initiates amplified divine capacity touching life's facets for metamorphosis. Relationships flux. Erratically reasoned. Home-like disconnections reasoned. Voices, milieus, conducts shrinking reasoned. Heaven prunes not punitive, protective for purity and ascent. Not all traverse your route. Not all respire next your error. Not all discern emerging you. Divine expansion unveils unsustaining. Holds. Chosen one, inhale, palm to heart. Subtle throb, palm heat quiet, no sentiment awakening. Resonating truths, rib light stirring. Comment I rise now, declare. Spark signaling heaven. Self against outgrown regressions. Beloved, atmospheric flux accidental not. Place unease, habit disinterest abrupt. Clarity, peace, stability, fiscal yearnings coincide not. Signs pull fractured wholeness purposefully. Ushered calling demands integrity, not endurance. Cycles draining exit, restorative cadences enter. Energy alters thus. Discernment hones thus, essence rejects past comforts thus, deeply, truth known. Old existence fades silent. Identity bounds widen. Heaven reauthors hardship senses. Chosen one, struggle terminus not. Gateway opens, chosen one. Heaven illuminated life patterns sensed nebulously. Resistances, unyielding portals despite knocks, evaporating reaches not inadequacy. Divine restraint shielded spirit drains, calling dilutions, wealth spiritual command suffocations. Rejection absent, rooting from blessing imposters. Beloved soul, recall alien placements amid cared for. Hollow dialogues, laughter mislands, rib deep spirit milieus dissonance. Distanciation yours not heaven elevates frequency breathlessly for old orbits. Losses betrayed not God's scripted departures unholding forthcoming waits. Indeed chosen one. Misaligned intents too. Soft utterances, sharp auras. Warm grins, light and settled essences. Proximity loved not comforted. Convenient, curious, strength admired, calling resented. Presence faded, rise dreaded. Heaven chronicled contradictions silent, motives veiled. Atmosphere cleansed envy unspoken, loyalty brittle delay not. Here, isolation punished not. Prepared, God isolated amplifying. Noise excised, spirit timber refined. Clarity others' expectation drowned resurfaced. Voiced shrinkage harmony maintained never meant. Unhealed burdens emotional carried never. Fire dimmed comfort kept never. Stripping vital. Silence deliberate. Solitude sanctified rewiring identity blueprint. Chosen one. Portents encircled. Numbers recurrent. Deja abrupt. Dream warnings imagination surpassing. Spirit jolts reasonless. Coincidences no divine alerts. Heaven awareness tapped. Subsurface shift recognition urged. Ushered unchanged life form season. Ties evolve. Habits shed. Cravings alter. Inner speech survives not destiny voices. Inner recalibration accompanies. Reason unsettles instability not detox. Fears extracted. Narratives unraveled. Wounds surface breaking not departing. Wordless heals. Mind unvoiced fortifies. Heart posture confidence spiritual command transforms emotional healing. Beloved. Soul, undeniable hunger stirred, clarity, purity, purpose, alignment. Nurturing pulls, draining repels, divine instinct awakens. Elevation prepped, refinement mandates. Discernment tuned, energy shifts alerting. Paranoia no safeguard. Truth clarifies, feared lacks unreal. Scarce battles wound inherited, heaven sourced not. Abundance realm entered idea not either. Provision relation rewritten. Wealth alienates not. Stability miraculous not. Resources opportunities ties magnetize seamless. Spirit frequency heaven intended sensed. Chosen one nearer lean. Holy interior unfolds momentarily. Survival shaped sheds. Calling sculpted steps. World shift miscomprehends. Distance queried. Growth threatens. Reverence here. Shrinkage obligated none. Ill-fitting stays required none. Awakening apologies unmeant. Heart tremble. Spirit nameless rise now. Breathe. Life authority quiet utter. Comment I choose destiny. Season new declaration begun. Chosen one. Spirit narrow passage pulls. Comfort surpassing stretches. Emotion terrains unfamiliar press reasoned. Refinement gentle unannounced walked. Inner architecture reshaped future weight collapse proof. Emotions amplified thus. Intuition homed thus. Half-truth suffered alignment tolerances vaporized thus. God beyond remains spirit refuses. Beloved soul, close listen. Felt shakes break down na trire. Emptied failing na told remnant incompatible fills intended. Mindset rebuilt. Abundance fearless, stability self-harm free, purpose confusionless. Survival shields. Shed limiting now. Instability named spiritual knots, old wounds agreements, self-versions loosened. Memories resurface queried. Dialogues replay lingering. Insecurities abrupt. Regression no excavation. Unacknowledged unheals heaven. Pain light pulled final release. Vision distort discernment weaken growth delay residues cleared emotional deepest heals. Soul outward rebuilds. One chosen one, desires shifted noted. Shallow peace temporary comfort unsettle hearts. Truth dash purity dash calling dash honor dash energy dash drain relationships appetites grow. Phase no awakening. Original blueprint aligns spirit. World shrink taught heaven pre-wrote you version. Sacred craves, attachment lesser alignment, approval lesser purpose, familiarity lesser destiny. Calling fears outpaces happens. Emotional strength beyond prepped heaven. Perception training underwent. Unasked needed discernment heightened. People in ease, paranoia, not intelligence, spiritual. Motives hidden, sudden clarity, coincidence, not protection, divine. Rise, prayed, elevation, sabotage alliances, blind walk, ensured God. Beloved. Apart set, differently souls stride. Narrower path, greater purpose. Stronger resistances, heavier anointing. Embraced environments suffocate now, heaven limits surpassed, expanded. 6 months briar you not. Body inhabits spaces, spirit outgrown. Ignore impossible, transition orchestrates heaven. Tide like interior rises felt. Unexplainable shift, life knowing quiet. Decision atmospheres charged. Dreams vivid. Prayers differ. Heavier, clearer, focused. Journey next, conscious participation requires. Destiny drag not heaven, intention walk invites. For chosen one, quite afraid part address. Transformation self-lost not. Emptied, stripped not whole, rebuilt. Taking God not room crafts. Spirit carved room, elevation proportioned. Breakingless blessing vessels shaped. Egoless influence. Confusionless clarity, fearless abundance. Bones truth subtle feel. Rising you. Gradual not, passive not, accidental not, heaven spoken. Life facets aligned, decree name written. Relationships, finances, emotions, narratives, inners. Words reach trembling, sternum warmth, blooming recognition, assent claim, moment take. Comment I claim my breakthrough. Heaven signals so lone, long prepped ready. Chosen one. Sensed everything deeper layer. Awareness threshold, quiet unfolding. Spirit in rest, random not life or own restructuring, divine echo. Calling weight unsupporting. Foundations removed, small keeping beliefs uprooted. Identity architecture reshaped, earth touch pre-spoken, magnitude walk final. Beloved soul, familiar patterns, destiny misaligned, return heaven permits, point reached. Habits heavy sudden thus. Entertaining dialogues empty now thus. Years tolerated, spiritually suffocating milieu thus. External unchanged you. Surroundings surpassing. Spirit expands. Growth nurtureless, divine design falls. Direction lost, recent question moments. Chapters between suspended, backward enable, forward uncertain. Confusion in between, not calibration. Frequency fine-tuned heaven. Purpose vibrations, steps aligned. Distort delay filters, discernment. Stuck not prepped, spiritual dust settles, truth clearer. Silent endurance, conscious emergence transitions. Rewired inners, instincts, desires, perceptions, visions, wounded reflexes not. Authority awakened navigates. Self-improvement not reconstruction spiritual. Future shaping heaven. Wisdom resilience, renewed mind, wealth anchored, confidence dash divine dot chosen one. Relationships shifts heed. Emotional leaned, absence peaceful odd, painful less now. Heart hardness not discernment roots. Ascend slowed weights emotional removed heaven. Draining confusing outgrown anchor people remainless destiny clarity ungivable not evil because. Sudden appear wisdom peace opportunity voices others. Coincidences not alignments divine. Next season requires heaven sends past needed not. Spirit settles we noticed. Safer clearer stronger. Destiny resonates noise not. Beloved. Quiet carried address. Been becoming tension. People outgrow fear. Expectations disappoint fear. Rise misunderstood fear. Chosen one limitations others place fit never meant. Fear potential comfort shrink calling not. Peace keep them purpose unmeant stay places. Discomfort spirit stretch rightful place prep. Energy shift notice stretching through. Chaos available less. Inconsistency tolerant less. Worth prove interest refuse less. Pride not purification. Emotional garden guard teaches heaven transformation seeds interference free flourish. Else noticed stability direction deep purpose hunger inner new rise. Survive help prayers shifted here why show. Distraction emotional fatigue. Years beneath patiently waited calling awakening divine purpose blossoming.